Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Tim Talks a Lot here, and it's been a while since we've had a one-on-one conversation, hasn't it? I mean, you already know from the podcast if you watched it. I just graduated from college. It was a really busy last month there. I just had so many finals, projects, etc. But enough of that. Just got back from the gym. That's why I look like I just came back from the gym. Go figure. But today I wanted to talk about something that's a little controversial. I wanted to talk about Kanye. Mainly Kanye versus himself. Now, to give you a little bit of context on why I decided to talk about this, recently one of my friends asked me, hey, are you boycotting Kanye? And I'm like, well, I don't want to boycott him because it is just his opinions and it doesn't really physically hurt someone. So I think as long as he doesn't hurt anyone, I think it's fine that he believes what he believes, whether it's right or wrong. And he's like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, and like, I know that I'm just me, I'm not someone, and I'm speaking on his behalf on what he said. I know I'm not like a huge influential person, but I have my beliefs, and I don't believe I should be supporting someone who has these radically bad opinions. And I'm like, yeah, man, I hear you. Like, you gotta have your beliefs, and whether or not they're popular or not, you should stick with them. And also another reason is because he just released this new album, Yay, which if you haven't listened to it yet, I don't know if I should be supporting this, but I mean, from my point of view, I separate Kanye, the political person, from Kanye on all other aspects, at least in regards to art. But yeah, the album Yay, pretty good. Go listen to it, even if you don't agree with Kanye. I think it's really good music overall. But back to the conversation at hand. So, if you don't know what happened, or because you're living under a rock, basically Kanye's been saying some pretty controversial stuff, starting with back in the presidential election of 2017. He was supporting Trump, and he even wore the Make America Great Again hat, and he still does. And that was a really controversial thing because it's like, Kanye, you are black. Black people are the ones that are being disenfranchised by Trump. I'm not saying that's what I believe. I'm just saying that's what people are saying, and that's why it was so controversial. And then the second thing was, and this was pretty recent, he had an interview with TMZ, and he said, how are you slaves for that long without it being a choice?
When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice.
And obviously, if you've heard this for the first time, you're thinking like, what the fuck? Like, what are you saying? Like, slavery was not a choice. And it's like, he does have people that defend him, and some of them are good arguments, some of them are bad. But overall, I'm not here to debate that. I'm just here to present the facts and why things are the way they are. So, back to my stance on things. As far as supporting someone who has beliefs that are detrimental to society at large, I don't think you can associate... This is a tough one. Because, like, politics, religion, stuff like that, you're always told, like, you shouldn't talk about those kind of things with, like, people that aren't your best friends because it's such a soft issue. And there's really no right or wrong answer, regardless of how strong your beliefs are. Everyone is entitled to believe what they want to believe. And that's why I'm saying, like, you have to separate Kanye as a person from Kanye as an artist. Because Kanye as a person literally is bipolar. Like, he was diagnosed with a mental disorder at 39. And he even talks about on his album, Yay, about how he hates himself, but he hates that he's bipolar, but he also loves it because it's like a superpower. Which, I mean, you can take that any way you want. I think it's a little ridiculous, but whatever. Art. So when you look at Kanye as a person who is mentally unstable, already there you can't really take him too seriously. I mean, obviously we shouldn't ignore that someone who is mentally ill has an impact on the President of the United States of America. Like, according to headlines and all media coverage, Trump and Kanye are basically friends. So obviously there is something there where people have room to be concerned. But I mean, honestly, I don't think it's at that level where Kanye is influencing the president. I don't think that's it. And also, I can see how it's detrimental for his really impressionable fans to be hearing this information from Kanye and then taking that and spinning it into a negative direction. I see the negative impact that could have, but at the same time, I don't think we should hold the people who, oh man, I'm gonna catch some heat for this. I already know there's no way I can stay impartial to this, but it's up to us to determine what affects us and how we interpret that information and how we let it affect our lives. I think it's ultimately upon us, which is why I choose to limit what I am exposed to, even though I could like follow 1 billion people and get followed by 1 billion people. It's just that I don't want that information overload, and I don't want it to leak into my life and affect my actions. But then again, I'm 23. I have almost fully matured and developed my mind at this point. I'm not speaking for the people that are like 10 to 18 who are still going through grade school, who don't have a clue what they're doing. Like, speaking for myself in those days, like, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm completely different from back then. And also, back when Kanye was saying this like stupid slavery nonsense, I really took it to heart, and I was like, man, should I be like following this person? Should I be endorsing this person? Should I be consuming his content, even though I disagree with what he's saying? Because I own, like some of you probably already know, I own Yeezys, which is a product from Kanye. And while I'm not the biggest fan of Kanye's music, like, I haven't been super into Kanye's music pre My Beautiful Dark Fantasy, I do think Kanye overall as an artist is pretty good. And also he's doing things like, he just announced like architecture for low income housing, and then he also does clothing, which I'm really into, for like 20% of what he does. So not like everything, because some of the high fashion shit is just way too out there for me, the normal average person. So after kind of evaluating all that information, I was kind of like, well, you can follow people that you disagree with, but you enjoy the things that they make. I know it's kind of like a two-faced thing almost, but it's not really that way. It's just like, there are people in your life that you probably don't like 100% of the time. There are things you don't like about them, and there are things you do like about them, but what you do like about them outweighs the things that you don't like about them. But with Kanye, it's kind of like 50-50 almost, just because it's hard to toe the line there. So to close things out and kind of give a theme to everything that I've been discussing, I think it's okay to follow people that you personally, on a beliefs level, disagree with, but you do enjoy the content that they make. And at the end of the day, you're all individual, intelligent people for the most part. I can't speak for all of you because I met some dumbass people in my life. And you can all make your own damn decisions. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'm back, baby. I'm going to be making videos every week, guaranteed, because I gave myself 4 months of leisure time. And in that time, I fully plan to keep making YouTube videos because I really do enjoy it. And no matter how many people watch my YouTube videos, I always say, as long as one person watches it, I'll always keep making YouTube videos because it's fun, it's therapeutic, and the people that do watch it seem to enjoy it, so that makes me happy. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh man, I don't know how this is gonna be received, but I hope that people don't come at me like people come at me when I tell them that it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion, folks. You don't need to lynch me. It's just my opinion. And for you motherfuckers that do, guess what? I don't care.